Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cross Podcast. My name is Ross,
And I am Chris.
and it's Christmas time, and this is our special gift to you, the listener. We're here beside a roaring fire,
Roasting our chestnuts.
roasting all of the chestnuts.
all of the chestnuts. And happy Crossmas.
Happy Crossmas! That's an exciting word, isn't it?
Crossmas?
Crossmas. Stay tuned if you want to hear about exciting current events, holiday traditions, listener questions. Those are always fun. And the real, true meaning of Christmas.
And you're going to want to stay in tune for that.
You're gonna want to stay, yeah, because it's interesting.
It's interesting, and it's Christmas time.
So
And it's
you might
good.
want to know. You might want to know that one. You might want to know that one.
You might want to know.
Okay, now I don't know if you heard about it, but Sony got hacked.
Sony did get
They got hacked bad. They got hacked bad.
They
Uber
got
hacksaw.
They got very hacked.
Very hacked.
And you know what
Much
else
wow.
happened?
What
Tell
happened?
listeners what else happened.
The interview got canceled.
The interview got canceled. So, any of you that didn't know, The Interview was a movie with James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Right? Seth Rogen and James Franco, and it's about these two guys that pretty much go and kill the leader of North Korea,
Yeah, Kim Jong
Kim
Un.
Jong Un,
Yeah,
and
it wasn't the best idea.
not a good idea. Okay, it's actually kind of really stupid.
It was really
because
stupid.
When you think about it, Korea already hates America.
They really do.
And they really do already want to kill us. So we're just antagonizing them by making a movie that's would have been hilarious.
But it would have been hilarious. But
But-
it's still kind of like anti-Korea.
yeah, and really kind of just
And they made threats. If you didn't know, they made threats to movie
Yeah.
theaters that they will come in and
Yeah.
like kill people.
They were
So-
like, "Hey, show our movie and we'll come in and literally
Yep.
kill
yeah, just kill people."
So-
And so the most theaters stopped the production.
Yeah, honestly, if I was Seth Rogen or James Franco, I'd be scared for my life.
I would
right
be
now.
too, but
Because but it's kind of just really stupid.
it is.
Make
It's
a
a
movie
stupid.
about
But
that.
the thing is, though, we have freedom of speech and
It's
freedom
true.
of press.
It's
But
true.
and we
do.
should be able to do these things.
Yeah.
But really, it's kind of scary that North
Yeah.
Korea can take these basic like constitutional rights away from us in like this instant.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
I don't know. It's crazy. But
So basically, what I'm saying is, America, you need to kind of like
Get in check.
open your eyes, American
open your eyes,
people.
America. Don't be ignorant and don't be
The more you
making
know,
movies about-
and we're here. Cross is here,
Cross
to,
is here,
to educate
right.
about important things.
educate, don't discriminate,
Yep,
and
that's right.
tell people about Jesus. And
Yeah,
good stuff.
and
like
good
that.
stuff. You're right.
Yep.
So,
So-
Chris,
So Ross,
there's been a lot of Christmas. You had what, 15 Christmases? About 15 Christmases.
15.
Now, what's the best gift you've ever received on one of those Christmas days?
The best gift that I've ever received. I must say, the best gift I've received was last year. My dad got me this study Bible, and I opened it and I was like, well, that's
It's
cool.
like
You got
study
me a
Bible.
Bible.
Yeah.
But the more I've used it over this last year, the more valuable of a gift that's become.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it's really helped guide me and help me learn, because it's not just like passages. It also has maps in it, and it tells you about different people, and it kind of describes and explains some of the passages. And it's really interesting, and it was a really great gift. What about you?
Word up. My favorite gift I've ever received was the first guitar
The
I've
first
ever.
guitar.
It was a really crappy Squire, and basically I got it and I learned how to play guitar, and then I bought a better guitar, and then I sold the Squire.
So that is a very heartwarming
It's
story.
the most heartwarming
right
story.
up until the end, where you stab the heart and you sell it.
Yep.
Awesome.
I got like $100 out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I-
Not bad.
It actually isn't bad because I included an amp and a cable.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
So nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So, moving on, do you have any Christmas traditions that you would care to share on the air?
Well.
Oh, did you hear that rhyming skills?
on the just think we're on the air.
Yep.
Just think about that. Cross.
Hey, let's take a
2014.
moment. Let's take a moment. And think
Just
about it.
think about that.
All right, we got it.
All right, sweet. So, traditions that I may have had or have had in the past of Chris Carson is every Christmas Eve, my family, everyone will get together, and on Christmas Eve, we'll all get together and just have a big family dinner, maybe exchange some gifts. Every Christmas Eve, the whole family gets together.
That's awesome.
And that's been a tradition ever since I can remember. And today that we're recording this, today, December 23rd.
23rd.
Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve. Today's Christmas Eve.
Happy
Christmas Eve.
Happy Kwanzaa. Just be happy.
Just be
happy.
guys. And be merry too. Be happy, merry.
Be married.
Love your life.
Get married.
Get married eventually. Not when
you're 14.
When you're 15, 14, 12, 7.
Yep.
Wait till you're older.
Mm-hmm.
But
it can wait, children.
It can wait. Don't
get married until.
My mom always told me, don't wish your life away.
That's true. He's right. Hey, that's
kids,
valuable life advice from Chris.
Don't wish your life away.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, anyways, Christmas Eve dinner. What about you?
Me, in the past we had come to my grandparents' house like a couple days before Christmas, and then we stay until Christmas, and then leave a couple days after, and we have dinner and we all get together and stuff. But recently, in the past like 4 years, we've gone on Christmas Day, and basically we still have our dinner and stuff, and it's really great because I can remember like the holidays are a really good time of like rekindling relationships with like my family and just kind of like spending like quality time with my family. That is a good fond memory of Christmas, I suppose, for me.
Mm-hmm.
And always the gifts are always fun to get.
Of course.
And my birthday is like very soon after.
So it's just like a whole big
it's like a whole like
thing for
month span of like me. Yeah.
Because who doesn't want more Ross? I mean, let's be real.
I mean,
let's be real.
But
you. Yeah.
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 Because I'm not selfish.
Cool. Me either. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Hey, lesson: don't be selfish. Be humble.
Be humble.
Be generous.
Be generous.
Don't be selfish.
Mm-mm. You just gotta be nice to people.
Be nice and do what the Bible tells you to do.
Yep.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
All right. Continue.
Continuing. We're continuing now.
We're continuing.
I have another tradition that I really would like to share. We do these things called launch buttons, which are delicious.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tell me about them.
And they're like a square pretzel with like a Hershey's Kiss on it.
Ooh, I've had those.
Where like, and then after you bake the Hershey's Kiss and the pretzel, you shove a M&M on the top of it, and then you let them dry.
Yeah.
And then you eat it, and it's like you got the two differing tastes.
If you want to make me like a couple hundred of those,
I will right now.
All right.
We're gonna do it right now.
We're gonna pause this podcast.
No, we're gonna do it. No,
as we do the
as
podcast,
we record the podcast.
We're gonna make some launch buttons.
Yeah, we're lying.
Sweet.
We're lying to your face.
Yeah.
To your ears.
Well, to your ears.
Yeah.
And we like to nurture your ears, not lie to them, and feed them with good stuff. And
Cross podcast, we nurture your ears. Anyways, moving on. We have a whole bunch of listener questions.
But one thing I do want to share with the listeners before that is there is something kind of cool that I did about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I went and saw the Black Keys in Charlotte, and they are by far one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard of them, check them out because they're awesome.
They are awesome.
So I went and saw them. I went up there with my brother.
Your brother.
And the opener was some chick named Saint Vincent, who I thought was absolutely dreadful to listen to. But the Black Keys came out, and
I think anyone named Saint Vincent's probably going to be
awful.
Awful. Anyways, go ahead.
But anyways, Black Keys came out, and they
killed it.
Crushed it.
Crushed it. They didn't even kill it. They crushed it.
So good.
They took the little skull and then they crushed it. That was your skull.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys, if you haven't heard the Black Keys, check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we say at Cross Podcast, we like to nurture your ears.
Yeah.
And that is nice.
Does it nurture your ears? Is there explicit language?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not that I recall.
Okay, good.
I actually don't think so, no.
That's good.
Pretty clean. Pretty clean.
That is good. I'm glad that you had fun. What was the people around you like? Was there like a bunch of stoners there?
Well, it was a concert.
I think the Black Keys are very much like a
So yes,
stoner band.
Yes, there were some. I'm sure there were some things like that. But kids, don't do drugs. They're
Don't
awful.
do drugs. They're horrible
Instead,
for you.
go to church. Come to
Yep.
Vert.
Yep.
As we talked about before, that's our youth ministry.
Yep.
Sunday, 6:45.
Yep. Absolutely. I don't want to say the date say the place wrong. At Daystar Church on
Daystar
Westover
Church
Terrace.
on Westover Terrace, right across the street
From Grimsley.
High
Yeah,
School.
man,
Yeah.
we're getting this down.
Yeah.
We're getting it down.
Getting it down.
All right, well, let's move on to the questions.
All
shall we?
right. Questions.
Okay, Yaman 4 Studios. He gave us a lot of questions, and he
Really?
wrote these on Twitter, which we have a Twitter page.
Guys, check out our Twitter
Yeah,
at ready at Cross Podcast.
I can't even believe it.
Check. I mean, it's crazy. I
We
mean,
have
it
the
took me-
handle.
I thought about that name for a while until I got the name Cross Podcast. But I was like, just boom.
Yeah,
Cross Podcast.
it's instant.
So yeah, check it out. Twitter at Cross Podcast.
And also, if you want to send in questions, you can send in by email.
you can send them by email at
at
podcast.
podcastcross@gmail.com.
Mhm.
We enjoy having your questions, and I'm sure that you enjoy having your questions answered on the
Right.
podcast.
And we love answering.
We
them.
love you.
Yeah, we
as
love
well.
you.
We love you guys.
If you get nothing else out of this podcast, know that Russ Black and Chris Carson love you.
We love you, listeners.
We love you.
Okay. Anyways, he uses the hashtag #AskTheCross, which I wanna adopt that. Let's adopt that. If you
Adopt
want to talk to us on Twitter, use
Hashtag.
#AskTheCross,
Ask
and
the
also
Cross.
tag us in the post.
Yep.
So tag at Cross Podcast and hashtag #AskTheCross.
So everyone that is at Cross Podcast, send in your questions. Follow us. We'll be try to be a lot more active on there with things that are going on.
Yep.
And updates for Cross and
And when
everything
it's
you'll need to
coming
know.
out.
When Cross is coming out, I'll try to answer all your questions. Send them in through email. Send them in through Twitter. Follow us on Twitter and spread the Cross.
Spread it around.
Spread it around.
If you enjoy it, and you're watching on YouTube, you can hit that share button. Share us on Twitter or Facebook. That's
Facebook. MySpace. if you play that
MySpace. Hey, MySpace is still a thing.
game. Hey, it's a thing.
It's actually still a thing. They're actually like mounting a comeback.
Yeah. Hey, things that made a comeback. Fun fact: the vinyl industry has grown 60% in the last year.
Because of hipsters.
Yep. Fun fact. All right, continue.
Anyways, first question. Most hated video game character.
See, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Fox from Five Nights at Freddy's.
He's
because
absolutely
he is
horrifying
so
and so annoying.
He's so annoying.
Ugh.
Oh, he's awful. Especially
You're
in the
just
second
trying
one.
on the second one, yeah,
Five Nights at
because you're
Freddy's.
you're trying to win. You're trying to.
He just ruins it.
He
ruins
just
everything.
He ruins the party because you
Oh.
can't even see him.
He
And
ruins
you can't.
it.
And you can't really prevent it either. You
Yeah.
can't prevent him
He
attacking
just
you.
comes up and.
It's the worst.
Bam.
It's absolutely the worst.
What about you?
I'm probably going to be speaking for a lot of gamers here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Navi from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of
Navi.
Time. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Okay. Basically, here's my impression of Navi. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Hey, hey,
That is so
Hey!
annoying.
listen.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's horrible.
That's a good impression.
Actually, it is kind of
Good
good.
job.
I know.
That's really annoying.
Yep, it's horrible.
Wow.
So that's my least favorite video game character.
Next question.
Next question. If you woke up and you were a different gender, what would you do?
Well, that is a very
Odd question.
odd and uncomfortable question that we will collaborate together
We will-
and answer to the best of our abilities.
Yep, we're gonna do it.
So, if I woke up and I was a girl, I'd be very confused.
Because you're a male right now.
Guys, just to state it, in case you didn't know, I'm a male.
He's a male.
Ross is also
I'm
a male.
also a male.
I'm pretty sure we're both males.
Yep, scientifically proven.
95% sure.
I'm 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
What would happen?
So I would be so confused as to why am I a different gender. Like I would wake up and I'd be like, where is my body?
Okay, let me give you two scenarios. Okay, you wake up in this universe, right, where everyone has known you as a male for your entire life. Okay,
Right.
and then you turn into a female.
Hmm.
What happens then? You know,
Well, I mean,
you wake up on a normal school day and you're a female. What
I
do
would
you do?
guess no one would recognize you, right?
Well, I mean, you would have the same facial features and everything.
But still, if you
This is odd. This is
a really
this is
weird
perplexing.
question. It is.
It's an enigma.
It's
Word
an
of the
enigma.
day, by the way, enigma.
Ross Black, Enigma, 2014.
Yep, almost 2015.
Almost 2015.
Anyways.
Wow.
Girl, you're a girl.
I'm a girl. I'd be like, yo, girlfriend, this is weird. And then
You know,
try to
okay,
figure out how
so-
to get my body back.
Here's your next scenario. You wake up and it's your normal boy consciousness in like an alternate universe where you've been a girl your entire life, but you wake up in this alternate universe as a girl with your boy consciousness. And everybody has known you as a girl for your entire life. What happens then? What do you do?
That would also be really weird, because I'd probably be like a tomboy, right?
I mean,
Because you said you're a girl with a boy consciousness.
yeah, but I mean, that's weird. I mean,
That's
I guess that
weird.
I suppose
this is hurting
would
my
it
head.
bring up like would you change like ooh, voice crack? But anyways, would you bring up like the fact that like you could change? I mean, could you change into a girl with a girl mindset? I mean, I don't know.
Maybe there's like, what if there's like a superpower where you could just change genders? Just
That would be
like
the worst
that.
superpower.
Just like that. Just change genders.
That would be the worst superpower.
That'd be awesome.
Nope. I disagree.
Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of.
It would be the worst.
That'd suck.
Anyways,
Continue.
if I woke up in this universe as a different gender, okay, I would probably
Probably cry a little bit.
I would probably be like,
Probably cry a little bit.
why am I a female? I don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd probably get over it. And then I'd live my life, you know, wondering if I'm ever going to be a... I feel like these things matter,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately it doesn't, like, affect you that much,
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it. Except for, like, you'd have to give, you know, childbirth.
I think, yeah.
And you'd
I-
have to put on makeup every day.
I
So
enjoy being a male.
I enjoy being a male, too, because I don't have to
Yeah.
put on makeup every
Don't have
day.
to put on makeup. Don't have to give birth.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
Yep. That's good.
Good stuff.
Ugh.
That's
Moving
a
swiftly
very
on from this.
Brain rattling question.
It's weird. And also, write in. What would you do? Podcastcross@gmail.com.
Right in. Oh, tweet. Tweet us.
Tweet us at Cross
at
Podcast.
Cross Podcast. If I changed genders, I would blank.
Yep.
I don't know. Whatever you
Please keep
would do.
your
'cause
answers
I'm interested. Yeah, please keep them
appropriate.
appropriate. I really don't want to know what some people might do.
Yep. Don't either. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Next question. If you became president, what would the first thing that you enacted be?
That's an interesting question because first of all, let's just say this: I would never want to be president
Yeah. Okay. Just to preface this, we would never want to be president.
ever.
I wouldn't even want to be vice president
No.
because everyone probably hates you.
Yeah, because think about it. No matter what you do when you're president, you can't please everyone.
You can't please
There's
everyone.
No way.
Nope.
You like if you're like with healthcare and taxes, someone's gonna be upset.
Someone's
There's gonna be a
gonna be
group of
upset.
people.
You're right.
There's gonna be a group of people that's upset.
You're right.
So that being said, if you were president, what would you do, Ross? First thing.
Okay, so in the past couple of years, there's been this
Mhm.
school lunches thing
Right.
that's been like, let's take a healthier move to our school lunches.
Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Yeah,
Obama.
thank you, Michelle Obama.
Because our lunches are at an all-time disgusting.
Okay,
Ugh.
let me tell you this. Basically, the school lunches now are like you get like 4 chicken nuggets or like
One
one
piece
slice
pizza.
of pizza,
disgusting pizza.
disgusting,
chicken
horrible cardboard
nuggets.
pizza, and disgusting chicken nuggets, and also like crappy chicken sandwiches and horrible hamburgers.
Like,
Have
I
you ever
mean,
had the
honestly-
hamburgers? They're
honestly,
horrible.
They're trying to say this stuff is more healthy because it's less food, but the food quality is so low.
It's so bad, and
It is
and you
horrible.
can't starve people either.
So it's like I have lunch. I don't eat lunch until about 1:15.
That's
And
really late
all
for
I
lunch,
want
anyways.
is a nice, filling, satisfying
Yeah.
meal, and I just go and I shed tears.
Because you can't have it.
'Cause-
Let me tell you this. I was on like 25%.
20. That's
That's a low percent.
1/4.
Okay, you know, and you're running. You know those days whenever you wake up in the morning and you're like, this is gonna be a bad day. You know those days,
Right,
and
right.
basically you just need more energy. And I don't know about it at your school, but at my school, they have the stupidest policy ever. I don't know if this is with the Michelle Obama helping
They do the
food
same
stuff
thing in my school.
at your school.
Yeah.
Okay, so they basically they don't have the drink machines on until after lunch.
Which is so stupid, if I might
It's
add.
the stupidest decision to ever make.
Because it's like you wake up
And
And
you're
you want a
really
Coke.
yeah
You want a
okay
Coke.
and also they don't even have like Coke or Sprite or like Fanta. They have Coke Zero, Diet Coke, and
Right.
Diet Fanta or
Right.
like Diet Sprite or
Right.
Sprite Zero. And she's like, what? No, I want my fattening Coke in my mouth right now. You know,
Right.
And
Who
that's
doesn't?
you're right.
It's delicious
Yeah,
and perks you up.
yeah. Okay, so I was on my way to biology and I was just feeling, my 25%. It was just absolutely dreadful. And I wanted a Coca-Cola, or I wanted a Coke Zero because it has caffeine. And I couldn't get it, Chris. So, in a sense, Michelle Obama has gotten in the way of my studies because whenever I'm not at a 100% or at least
Right.
75%
You're not-
consciousness
you're not
level,
giving your best.
Yeah, I'm not giving my best to my
Right.
studies. So,
So
it's your fault, Michelle
yeah,
Obama.
thanks a lot, Michelle
Thank you.
Obama.
Thank you.
Because you've pretty much made us all fail school, and
Yep.
it's 100% your fault.
And you know what? I have a B in biology right now.
Oh, see, he could have an A. He could have.
I had a test that day. Did you know that?
You had a test.
I had a test that day.
Now, Michelle, I hope you're listening
I hope you are.
because you have made some very.
We'll get you on the show, though.
Yeah, we'll get
No
you on the
hard
show.
feelings.
No hard feelings. We still love you.
But we also hate you. But we ultimately love you.
We ultimately love you. We ultimately love every
We hate the decision you made
cross listener.
for everyone in the entire country.
Yeah.
Anyways, what about you? What would you enact if you were president?
Well, I would also. First of all, I would also enact that
Lunches thing?
lunches thing.
Ugh. Ugh.
because-
It's infuriating,
because,
Chris
yeah,
Carson.
I can't stand
It's like borderline
lunches.
brainwash if you think about it.
Yeah. And also, if I was president, let's see, what would I do? I would probably make it so that, like, all right, this might sound kind of bad,
Okay.
but like, so really dumb people can't have like office positions.
Oh my gosh.
Not
what?
saying that anyone in office is not intelligent. Just saying that there could be.
There should be smarter people in offices.
I mean, I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that none of them are intelligent. Well, let's put it this way. I'd probably make it so more people like had a say in decisions for our country. Just like the Michelle Obama thing. Like I wish maybe even students had have had a say.
Yeah.
That's more of what I mean. I don't mean to say that people in office aren't intelligent. I just mean to say that I wish that the voice that was making decisions for a lot of things
You know what this is
was
called?
a bigger voice.
This is called a direct democracy. This is when, basically, so just to go political on you. Democracy, just the democracy that we're in right now, is kind of a Republican democracy,
Right.
Democratic Republic kind of thing. Is like we have our representatives represent what we think, but that doesn't always happen.
Yeah, just like
So
right.
the thing is, they vote for everything, so we don't have to.
Right. Just
Okay,
like
so there's all these people that vote for stuff that we don't have to. That's appealing, so that we don't have to vote on everything, like But really, there's a more unanimous decision whenever that's a democracy. But whenever we have a direct democracy, that's when we take the people and they vote on literally everything. So
right.
so
Like I'll give an example. When we cast votes for a president,
right,
it goes to the electoral
goes-
college, of course.
and then it goes yeah.
And then the electoral college votes for the president. With a direct democracy, our actual votes would be going towards, like, who the next president is.
Right.
It's the direct people's votes, which
Not by popular by popular vote, and not by the number of states you win.
right. So if I was president, maybe the electoral college, I guess, is good in some
Yeah.
cases, but I think there are cases where a more direct democracy format would be helpful.
Right.
especially things like school lunches.
School lunches where it's like
directly directing
it
a
directly
specific group of
like
people.
yeah.
I think that that group of people should have more say.
Well, you know what? If they're starting here and they're affecting the younger generation, we can't do anything about that. We can't do anything about that. And you know what? Who's going to say that? And they're also affecting our curriculum, and they're teaching exactly what they want to teach us. So I'm not saying that our government's trying to brainwash us, but I'm saying that they're trying to brainwash you.
So watch out, America.
So watch out. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes, America.
This is good.
This is good. And just to clarify, I didn't mean that anyone in office isn't intelligent. That came out totally wrong.
Yeah, Tom Tillis, we love you. If you're listening,
yeah, we love you.
we love you, Tom Tillis.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
All right, next question.
Next question. Okay, so here's how this is. Okay, there's quite a few questions. Okay, and so I'm gonna ask you this or this, right? A or B, and why, and then you're gonna and then
Okay.
my turn. Okay.
All right, gotcha.
So first question: Apple or PC?
PC.
Why?
Why? Because I have had a MacBook for the past 4 years, and in that time, it has slowly become useless.
Well, that's good.
And also with a PC, you can do a lot more. It's a lot more customizable.
I agree.
Yeah, much more easy to customize.
I'm gonna go with PC as well, and the reason is because there's more hardware designs that you can do. Because I built my own gaming computer, so I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be partial. While Apple Macs are good for, they're really fast and really consistent, but PCs are also consistent. It's just like you have to put your money where your mouth is. Is like.
Right.
If you're gonna pay $2,300 for a Mac, you're gonna have to pay $2,300, or less, in a PC to get better performance or as
Right.
good performance. So like, what's really infuriating for me is whenever people are like, "Here's my $1,300 Mac, and here's my $300 PC. Why isn't my PC as good as my Mac?"
Right.
Oh well, because Apple's better. No. It's because you spent $1,300 on your MacBook and you spent $300 on your PC.
Also, though,
So.
I think you can find I honestly think you can find a $500 or $600 PC laptop that's just as
That's
good.
just as good. Yeah.
It's a $1,200 or $1,300.
Yeah,
MacBook.
$1,300 Facebook machines is what
Because
Apple's.
they are insanely. I mean, seriously, you're paying for the name.
Yeah,
That's what you're paying
really,
for.
you are. Anyways, next question: Mario or Sonic?
I would go with Mario just because I could never get in to the Sonic games.
Did you ever own one?
I did own one,
Okay.
and I never got into it.
I'm gonna go with Mario as well because there's more fond memories that I have of playing Mario than I did of playing Sonic. While I did have fond memories of playing Sonic, I just have more with Mario, and I just think that that's a better choice. Next question: Link from The Legend of Zelda, or Cloud from Final Fantasy?
Link.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty easy
Link.
for both of us.
Yep.
Because I mean, Link is just kind of awesome.
Yeah,
he just
Link
like
is-
he's like,
and-
and he doesn't say anything, and he's
Ross kind of looks like Link a little bit.
yep,
A little bit.
well, just a little bit. I was Link for Halloween 2 years in a row. Did you know that?
You should be Link for
Fun
Halloween
fact.
next year.
Might.
You should, please.
Anyways, next question: Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Well, I have had both.
Okay.
And I got Battlefield because I had had Call of Duty, and everyone said that Battlefield was so incredible and so much higher quality and better done. But while that might be true, I honestly find
There's
Call
a
of Duty,
learning curve, isn't there?
Yeah, while that might be true, I honestly find Call of Duty to be more entertaining.
I am gonna have to agree with you in a sense. Okay. So I think that Call of Duty is a good arcadey shooter, kind of like
Right.
not realistic that by any stretch. And Battlefield is a good realistic or
Well,
more realistic shooter.
slightly realistic.
Slightly more realistic than Call of Duty. So if I'm feeling in like the hardcore gaming mood, I'll just put on some dubstep and play Battlefield.
Right.
Or if I'm feeling in like, gaming like funny mood, I'll just probably play Call of Duty, and occasionally I'll try hard and do pretty well. So ultimately my favorite is Battlefield, but Call of Duty is also really fun.
Right. Both great games.
Both phenomenal games, and would recommend that you listen or play them
All right, and listen to Cross.
and listen to Cross.
Because
I'm confused.
yeah.
Anyways,
Next question.
Coke or Pepsi? Eh, if you answered this question wrong, you're not my friend anymore.
Well, Ross loves Coca-Cola, by the way.
Yep, I love it.
He loves it. Give him Coke, and he'll be your best
I
friend.
will. That's
Be
actually
your best friend.
it's actually a thing. Yeah.
So, anyways, Coke or Pepsi? Being from North Carolina, Pepsi is a North Carolina.
It
You know,
it was made here in
Made in
North
North
Carolina
Carolina, you know. I've driven by the Pepsi factories, seen it
several times.
several times. And I grew up on Coke, though.
Yeah.
Not the bad kind of Coke.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
the actual Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah.
And really enjoying it, but I had so much of it that I just started to not like it. I wanted something new.
Yeah.
I wanted something to renew my taste buds for that sweet, savory
Cola taste.
cola taste. So I went to Pepsi, and that was my dark times.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years drinking away Pepsi.
I
Until
feel sorry
finally
for
I
you.
woke up in a Pepsi coma, and I realized I need to get back on Coke. But like Coca-Cola.
The Coca-Cola.
So yeah, anyways, that very dramatic story, I prefer Coca-Cola.
You know, I have a similar story. Of
Similar story?
Coca-Cola saving me from the depths of the Pepsi darkness.
Right,
Because I used to like Pepsi, and then it was like, nope, Coca-Cola's way better.
right.
And so yeah, that's a thing.
That's the thing.
Next question:
Next question.
console or PC?
Well, I want to say PC because I know that you can do a lot more and you can play a lot more games, higher resolution, pretty much specs all better. But
Yep.
I've never owned a gaming PC. My brother's really into it, and I played on his a very small bit. But I have to say console just because I've had consoles, but I've never had a PC. I would like to have a gaming PC,
Right.
But I've never had one.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say gaming PC because I have a gaming PC, and I can run like I don't know some pretty good games like Battlefield 3 on like medium to high settings, which is
Right.
it's decent. It's halfway decent. So
Right.
it's at that point it's better than console.
Right.
And mouse and keyboard feels a little bit better than
Mhm.
controller to me.
Right.
While I love controller, I mean I grew up on a controller. It's just that mouse and keyboard has kind of grown on me. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think PC gaming for me.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
I have a long story with this cuz I was in love with Xbox 360 and then the Xbox One happened and then I got mad at Microsoft as I oft do. And then I was like, "You know what? If I buy next gen console, I'm going to buy a PlayStation
Yeah.
4."
Right.
Because the PlayStation 3 was crap. I'm sorry, PlayStation 3 people. It's just like, ugh, the controls were all sloppy. Every time I play a PS3 compared to a Xbox 360, the controls are laggy. I don't know if you noticed that.
I don't know. I'm really like honestly, I'm not a huge video game.
I'm not huge, but I used to be huge.
Spend a
So
lot more time like skating and whatnot.
yeah.
But
I
anyways,
understand.
continue.
Anyways, Xbox 360, but then PS4. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
I did think the Xbox One was a total just upset,
It was,
and
especially since like 3 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to the operating system. No, you don't need no.
yeah, it's
Anyways,
all right. Next question.
bananas or apples?
Apples. I like a nice crisp apple.
You know, I do too, Chris.
Nice crisp apple.
A nice crisp apple. There was a point in my life where I actually only ate apples, and then I went into the mountains with just an apple,
Just an apple.
and I met this monk who showed me the way of apple,
right.
and
Monk Appleseed.
yeah,
Monk
Monk Appleseed. He's said to be
Great guy.
a descendant of Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny. Right. It's his monk.
His
great
monk.
great nephew.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, you're absolutely right. That's what the lore says. Anyways, apples. So just because of that amazing experience, that awesome. We meditated on apple every day. we looked at the apple and we would stare at it and think, man, this thing has so many layers, and it's just like, in a way, actually, an apple is like the Trinity, because you got the skin, and you've got the actual apple meat, and then you've got the
Right.
seeds,
or the
And
core.
the core,
Core.
and so
That is a great.
all
way
of
to put
these
it.
all
That is
of
a
these
great way to
things
put it.
make up an apple,
Right.
and so
But
the
they-
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit
that
make up.
all make up. That makes up
Yep.
our God. But it's three different parts just come together. Our God is 3 in 1, just like our apple.
Yep.
It's 3 in 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
I like that.
Isn't that good?
I like that. Hey, our apple is 3 in 1. Cross 2014.
Yep. Lovely quote. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Thank you, by the way, Yaman 4 Studios, for these questions.
Thank you.
They were quite lovely.
They were
and
lovely and a little weird, and
Hey.
there was a lot of them. So
Don't worry.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Angela from North Carolina says, I love the podcast, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Lots of
Smiley
exclamation
face.
marks.
And there's a smiley face too.
Ooh, I like that.
What's your favorite animal?
Just in general, my
Just
favorite
your
animal?
favorite animal.
Probably a monkey.
A monkey.
Probably a monkey.
You look like a monkey, Chris.
Thank you. That's what I go for
Yeah?
with my look.
You do kind of look like a monkey.
I really like monkeys.
You've captured the essence of monkey, and then you are
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What
My
about you?
favorite is sloth.
A sloth.
Yeah. Because my head was photoshopped on a sloth one time.
I saw that photo.
And it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now it would be offensive if I told you you looked like a sloth.
No. So, because I like sloths.
Nah, I don't really see it. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, actually,
I
yeah.
think, yeah.
Wait,
Because
hold
I'm
on,
kind of
stand
chill.
up,
Shane
twirl
looks like a
around.
sloth.
Shane Dyson, our friend Shane Dyson.
Yeah, he looks
little-
like a sloth.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyways,
Shane looks like a sloth.
we love you, Shane.
we love you.
Next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome is Vert? 1337.
I'd go at least
1337 out of
1337.
Yeah.
It is
or 9001.
over 9,000.
Over 9,000. It's over 9,000 on the scale of 1 to 10.
Guys, seriously, our youth group Vert, be there. 6:45 Sunday nights. Seriously, guys, we want to see you there. If you come, don't worry about knowing anyone because I will personally
Tattoo your baby.
tattoo your baby if you wish. Tattoo you, my
Mhm.
signature, my face, my mural, whatever you want.
Whatever. Hey,
And
your family
I will
crest.
personally sit there and be your friend the entire night, and you will love it. And that is the Chris Carson
And that'll be
guarantee.
$20.
And it will be like $80, but just kidding.
Don't
Vert's
worry.
free.
Vert's free. It's free. Anyways, next question. What does it mean to have a walk with God, and what are the most important things that help you in your walk with God? Music, books, Vert, etc. You can answer first.
Well, the first part of that question, what does it mean to have a walk with God? A walk with God is like a relationship with God.
It's when you're actively pursuing God and His commandments.
Right.
So,
It's when you are actively pursuing and living your life the way that God has instructed you to
Exactly.
through the Bible. And
you're gonna mess up.
you're gonna mess up, but I mean,
That's
you're
the point.
You're forgiven. I mean, we're all born sinners.
Yep.
We all screw up all the time.
Yep.
I'll be the first person to tell you that I do quite often.
Yep. Quite often. Me too.
And that's okay though. It's just if you're having a walk with God, it doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean that you do everything right. It just means that you're actively pursuing God and you're trying. And because a walk with God isn't easy, a relationship with God isn't easy, but it's what we're put on earth to do. And that's really a awesome thing when you think about it.
Yep.
So really just like that walk is just that relationship and pursuing Him and following His commandments and doing what He's calling you to do. And
That's how you walk with God.
that's how you walk with God. The things that help me a lot
Right.
and that is number one, getting into the Word.
Staying in the Word.
Staying
Absolutely.
in the Word, reading the Bible. That's huge. So much guidance has come from that.
Yeah.
And knowledge. And that's where you really learn just what you're commanded to do.
Right.
And just flat out what you're supposed to do.
Right.
It's great. Yeah. Stay in the Word.
So for me, I like to listen to Christian music and I like to play Christian music. And after a Sunday where we go through a worship set. It's just like every time I feel refreshed,
Right.
after that. So I listen to Christian music and yeah, I read the Bible and stay in the Word, just
Yeah.
like you. So yeah, thank you so much, Angela.
Great question.
For those questions. We appreciate it. And if you
We
would
do.
like to write in again, please do so.
Everyone, please write in.
Yeah.
We'd love to answer your questions.
Yep.
We'll put them on the podcast, answer them. You'll be featured.
And
That'll
now,
be awesome.
what we've all been waiting for.
The one thing that you listeners,
You've been wanting it.
you've been wanting it bad. And
This
we're gonna
The
bring
real
it.
meaning of Christmas.
Now, as Christmas approaches,
It's about
Christmas
Santa,
time.
right?
Well, see, that might be common belief, but it's not.
What is it about then, Chris?
Christmas, it's about the birth of Jesus.
Okay.
And
Why is this important? Why is the birth of this one little child important?
well, you see, young Ross,
Okay.
the birth of Jesus, without Jesus, we wouldn't be saved. And it would matter that we're not perfect. Because it's because of his sacrifice and his death. He took that place. When Jesus died on the cross, he didn't just die, but that should have been us.
You're right.
That should have been us dying.
And so, listen to this. Who spoke the world into existence? Who said, "Let it be," and then it happened?
That's Jesus.
That was Jesus and God
And God.
and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's
All
like the
three,
apple.
yeah.
It's like the
It's
apple.
the apple. God, that's what we meant.
The God apple. And it's just amazing to me to think that the God who spoke the entire universe by saying a couple words,
Right.
like he spoke that into existence, and he came down here because he cared
Right.
about us that much.
God sent his son.
His son, Jesus.
His only son.
It's like he sent the skin off of the apple.
Right. Like, yeah, like all of that's part of the he sent Jesus down, and he died. He knew that was going to happen
Yeah.
to Jesus when he was sent down. He made that sacrifice because he loved us so much.
And also something interesting, in Old Testament law, you had to make a sacrifice every time you sinned of a perfect lamb. And so if Jesus hadn't been born and we didn't have him, we would still have to kill a perfectly good sheep every time we sinned.
Baby sheep too.
A baby sheep, yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb. That's interesting to me.
That is interesting. But Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, and he was the lamb that paid our debts.
Yep.
So that's what as Christmas time approaches, it's easy to get caught up in presents and Santa and all these worldly and earthly traditions and wants. And singing Christmas carols is all great, but you got to remember what it's really about.
Yeah,
you
you
got to
gotta
remember that. Yeah, that's what's really about, and that's what's ultimately important.
Absolutely. You
So-
just and we challenge you to kind of look this season over and think about what you're thankful for. I mean, I know it's not Thanksgiving, but
Right.
I mean, think about what you're thankful for, because we can go throughout life just be like, oh yeah, Jesus came, whatever, but like I'm really thankful for what he's done for me, and he
Right.
came down here for me, and so yeah, I just challenge you listeners to and write in
Right.
just what you're thankful for.
And
Podcastcross@gmail.com.
Any questions, anything we can help you with, we'll love to try answer your questions as best as we can. Try as hard as we can. And
Yeah.
do as much as we can for you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Crossmas.
Merry Christmas. Have a great Christmas. Spread the word
And a Happy New
of
Year too if we don't
Jesus and
if we
Happy New
don't
Year.
see you.
2015.
Yeah.
It's been a good year.
It's been a good
year.
It has been a good
It's been
year.
a good year.
It's been a good and interesting year.
Big year.
Big year
for me. Big year.
So I'm Ross,
And I'm Chris.
and you've just been crossed out.